God's plan for you is bigger than, far more bigger than your plan. First week of Ordinary Time, 15th of January, Saturday Reflection. My dear friends, when people wanted a king, then he instructed Samuel that he's going to appoint a king. And he prepared Samuel and said, I will show a person. And on the other hand, the first reading gives an introduction about a Benjamin whose name was Kish, and son of Abiel, and son of Zerah, and son of Bechorath, son of Aphai, a Benjaminite, a man of wealth. So this is about Kish. And why the introduction is given? And he had a son whose name was Saul. And this was the introduction, how God chose Saul as the first king. What happened? And he had a son whose name was Saul, a handsome young man. There was not a man among the people of Israel more handsome than he. From his shoulders upwards, he was taller than any of the people. See the stature. And what happened? Now the donkeys of Kish, Saul's father, were lost. One donkey is lost. So Kish said to Saul, his son, take one of young men with you and rise and go and look for the donkeys. And he passed through all the hill country of Ephraim and passed through the land of Sheldashah, but he did not find them. And they passed through the land of Shalim, but they were not there. Then they passed through the land of Benjamin, but did not find them. See the search. See how the Lord is taking them. When Samuel saw Saul, the Lord told him, here is the man of whom I spoke to you. That's how the encounter was made. He was searching a donkey, but then God came in search of him to take him as the king. To take him on the donkey's back, A king goes in donkey's back when the victory happens. He will go to the field to fight with a horse in a horseback, but then he will come when he is victorious to pronounce peace on a donkey back. So that's how they met, and God appointed Saul as the king, and he was anointed with oil to take care of all the people of Israel. See the dream that God has about Saul. My dear friends, but what happened to Saul? We will reflect later in the coming days. He betrayed the Lord, the trust of the Lord. So his dream, he has a dream. His dream is bigger than yours. The same experience we have with Matthew, Levi. And what happened? Jesus went out again beside the lake, and all the crowd was coming to him, and he was teaching them. And as he passed by, he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus, sitting at the tax booth, and said to him, follow me. So same background, same kind of background. The person's father is mentioned. And here is Levi, who became Matthew. And God had a plan for him. He was stuck in the table. He was stuck in the table, collecting taxes. So that table, he turned the table topsy-turvy. And he became the Eucharist in the table. And he became the food for him. And he became the price. A tax, always, my dear friends, a governing, ruling country will take over, control the lower countries. Those who are under him, under the country. So they ought to pay taxes. So they were paying Roman taxes. So that's how it shows how they were captivated, the captivity of the country. So that's why they had to pay taxes. My dear friends, Jesus paid the price. Jesus paid the price. And he became a slave, isn't it? And he was sold for 30 denarius, 30 silver coin. So that's exactly how he came to save us. His dream was bigger. His dream was stronger. His dream was enormous. They never thought about it. They were just stuck. Even that's the same with our lives. We are stuck with our tables. Our own, we are glued to our tables. We don't see beyond it. When the Lord wants you to leave the table, leave it. Why you doubt it? Because His plan is greater. His plan is greater. He has a bigger plan for you. That's exactly why He's asking. The day He created Matthew, my dear friends, Levi, when he was born in his mother's womb, God saw him as an evangelist. He came to the world to write the gospel. That table where he collected taxes, it was turned with the table of the Eucharist. It was turned to a table of evangelization, table of the gospel. Think about it. How he enslaved people. He helped Rome to enslave people, give the taxes. That's why tax collectors were cursed by many. But then he now wrote the gospel, evangelizing people by delivering thousands and millions of people from that day to today. That's how how you understand God's plan. You cannot even imagine, my dear friends. You cannot imagine the way He's going to take you. The way things He has designed for you, planned for you. But then devil will stick you to your table without leaving it. God will turn that water into wine. God will turn that sword into a plow. God will turn that spear into a sickle. That's how the Lord is going to work in your life. And the Lord is saying, just follow me. And he rose and followed him. My dear friends, then he ate with them. Eating in Jewish culture is sharing his life, giving his life. By eating, he shared his life. And the Lord said, those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick, I came not to call the righteous, but the sinners. Those who are sick, and if they don't know that they are sick, it's a terrible state, isn't it? But the Lord is saying, I have come to heal you, remedy your issue. I have come to rectify your mistake. By becoming a meal, turning that table into an altar, where after that table became a table of evangelization. So just live your dream for the Lord's dream to be accomplished in your life. Just listen to the word. His word is double-edged sword. It will pierce your heart, test your thought, separate you from your attachment. Come, follow me. That word struck him, challenged him, helped him to leave the table. Most of the time we fight with the table. No. Let him speak to you. Let his word heard by you. Then you will have power. Kairos we call. The moment God calls, the time of God. Timing of God is amazing. Just be open. He will also have his own time by calling you, my dear friends. Think about it. Amen. May God bless you.